early in the game, I think Mark had 2 steals. He had a little fadeaway jumper in the middle of the paint. Have you seen him progress as much as you wanted to in these 8 games to where he's to Mark again?
Well, I think that he hit a couple threes the other night, Doug, which is really important depending on who we're playing. I think that's always a kind of a safety valve, or pressure release point for us. Thought he passed the ball awesome tonight. Boy, he threw some really nice passes. So that was good too. I think I'd like to see him score a little more down low, Doug, to be honest with you. I think he did hit the one turnaround, and I thought he maybe got fouled on a couple of the other ones, but just like him to get a little more opportunities down low as we continue here. I think we just need that kind of settling presence every now and then inside.
And to the other end of the spectrum, you told us you didn't know very much about Paul Watson when you guys got to Naples.
Sorry, Doug.
That's okay. You said when you got to Naples, you didn't really know much about Paul Watson at all. What have you found out about him in these practices, workouts, and games that you like?
Well, he's pretty good, Doug. I can play. I'm talking about comprehending our defensive schemes. He's done great. Really good passer. We've worked really, really hard with him in Naples on some of his mechanics of his shooting, and he's just eaten that all up and put in the extra work on that and showed up here. He's vaulted up and made shots. Got good size. He can play. He's going to be part of our future from what I can see so far.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it.
We're right next to Michael Grange of Sportsnet. Michael. Michael? Okay, we'll go Brian with Associated Press.
Brett?
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Brian, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Nick?
Yeah, I can, Brian.
Yeah. Hey, you guys had a lot of challenges this year, replacing Kawhi, the interruption of the season, having to train in Florida, all that stuff. Is there any sense now, would it be wrong to think that now it's just basketball, find a way to beat someone 4 times before they beat you, and this is, the part you guys have really shown that you're good at?
Well, I think that I kind of like to look at it from the standpoint of, we got to play really hard, Brian. That's one thing that's kind of who we are. And if we can do that, we feel that we're hard to beat. A lot of things have to go wrong for us to lose a game. And then when you kind of multiply that out over a series and 4 times, we hope that if we're going to compete and play hard to the level we can, we should be in there with a chance in any series, really. So that's just kind of how we look at it.
Now head to Michael Grange of Sportsnet. Michael.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Michael.
I saw a stat the other day that you guys are the first team in more than 30 years to have at least 5 guys average 15 points a game. And just wondering, like, is that good? Do you like that? And what do you think it does for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think Michael, I've talked about that a lot this year from the fact that I think a lot of guys have grown, and when opportunities to do some things on offense appear, they take them without any hesitancy, and I'm not sure that was the case a year ago. If I'm making sense there, I think it swings around and boom, there's a play to be made. They make it with confidence, and that's spreading, and I think that's hard to guard, and I think that's like why in the playoffs last year, certain guys would throw some big nights, and then it kind of went from, all the way down from Serge to Norm to Fred to Pascal to Kyle to, they're all having some big nights because it just depends on what happens on the night opportunity wise.
Is that something you set out to coach into this group this year, or was it pretty organic?
Well, I think that I want every player to play like that, Michael. That's part of how I believe offense should be played. I think all 5 guys out there should be threats. They should be able to shoot, pass, attack the rim. They should be able to make the right reads. They should all be able to play screen and roll basketball. And did I say shoot yet? They should all be able to shoot. More fun for everybody to shoot. I'll get a chance at it anyway.
Sounds good. Speaking of shooters, Matt Thomas got a fair number of minutes alongside Gasol, and it looked to me like there's a little bit of chemistry there between Matt's off the ball, cutting, never stopping, and he's a much good passer. Is that a combo that caught your eye a little bit?
Yeah, and that's a good spot by you. Those guys do spend a lot of time together. Working on some of that 2-man action. It just doesn't appear in the games that much because of the rotations and, Matt doesn't get to play all the time, does he? So it was nice to see it show up tonight. I really like that late cut pass that he made for a layup. And it excites me when Matt scores inside the 3-point line or at the rim, Michael, because it just shows you that he's worked hard and we worked hard at expanding his game to being much more than just a 3-point shooter.
Appreciate that, Nick. Have a great night.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. You too.
Looks like the last one here. We're going to head to Steven with Sportsnet.
Hey, Coach. I just wanted to know, does anything change about your preparation in the playoffs? So you guys being in that bubble environment, like what's different, if there is any differences?
No, I think Stephen, one of the things that we try to do is not treat it that much differently than prepping for a regular season game. I think we're trying to play in a mode, and okay, the mode's changed with what's at stake, but we don't really want our mindset to change. We don't over prepare. We don't spend longer out. We just kind of do what we do and try to make it, comfortable and familiar. And when the ball goes up, we do our thing.
So what about for in terms of scouting your scouting opponents? Has that been aided maybe just because of how close like everyone is in the bubble?
Yeah, I mean, we've all had a chance to come watch the games live. That's different. That I've had some of my close assistant coaches be at the games in person and live. Helps a little bit.
Okay.
I'm worried a lot more about us and how we defend schemes more than I do like every little thing. You know what I mean?